liberty, and just government of the people. We beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this county and Republic of Kenya. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county, and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Clerk, kindly confirm if we have the quorum.
Honorable Speaker, the quorum is present.
Thank you. Orders of the day.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, motion.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move a motion of adjournment. That aware that the County Assembly is to be in session in accordance with the County Assembly's calendar, approve accordance with the Standing Order 29A, 29.1 and 29.2. Further, aware that Standing Order 28.1 and the County Assembly may, by resolution, alter its sittings dates specified in respect of a particular session. Whereas Standing Order 28.3 provide that the County Assembly shall continue to be in session and may adjourn for such number of days as it may determine in the calendar. Cognizant that the Legislative Summit in Kenya is designed to provide a platform for mutual and collaborative engagement between the Senate, county assemblies, and other stakeholders relevant to devolution. Considering the said event has been scheduled to take place from 15 to 25 March 2025. Further, considering that members of the county assemblies are principal participants alongside senators and other stakeholders involved in devolution. Mr. Speaker, appreciating that the summit provide a platform for these members to engage in dissolutions, share experience, and address challenges related to legislation, oversight, and representation within the devolved system of governance. This House resolved to adjourn its sittings from Thursday 13 March 2025 to resume Thursday 27 March 2025 for members to attend the said conference. Mr. Speaker, we alter it from Thursday to today because of traveling by members. Say that because the meeting will begin that Thursday, other members may travel today, others may travel as from tomorrow. And again, there is other parameters whereby as guided by the speaker. So I'm requesting members to stand guided on that, on those dates which you have specified. So members, before we debate the said motion, I'm calling upon Honorable Minority Whip, that is Honorable Kefolwe, second.
Speaker, as the Minority Whip has just spoken, it's true that members need to travel to Nairobi to attend the meeting that begins from tomorrow, so that they can change ideas and know exactly what is taking place. So I'm in support of the same. I wish the safe travel to members as they go and attend the meeting, and let's all of us attend so that when we come back, we know exactly what is happening. We hope. I've seen there is, they're arguing that maybe the payment of CAF should be done. So we hope Honorable Mosbey knows exactly how he can maneuver his things, because he's the chair who knows what he's doing. So with that, I support. I second.
Thank you. And now I propose that the County Assembly is to be in session accordance with the County Assembly calendar approval, in accordance with Standing Order 29.1 and 2. Further aware that Standing Order 28.1, the County Assembly may, by resolution, alter its sittings dates specified in respect of a particular session, whereas Standing Orders 28.3 provides that the County Assembly shall continue to be in session and may adjourn for such number of days as it may determine in its calendar, cognizant that the Legislative Summit in Kenya is designed to provide a platform for mutual and collaborative engagement between the Senate, county assemblies, and other stakeholders relevant to devolution. Considering the said event has been scheduled to take place from 15th to 25th March 2025. Further, considering that members of county assemblies are principal participants alongside senators and other stakeholders involved in devolution, appreciating that the summit provides a platform for these members to engage in discussions that share experiences and address challenges related to legislation, oversight, and representation within the devolved systems of governance. This House resolves to adjourn its sittings from Thursday, 13th March 2025, and to resume Thursday, 27th March 2025 for members to attend the said conference. I propose the motion now be discussed. Yes, Honorable.
It's Honorable
Tarbey,
Madam
Honorable
Speaker.
Tarbey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Madam Speaker, I rise to support the motion for adjournment of the County Assembly. And Madam Speaker, knowing the importance of a legislative summit to the honorable members, this is a platform where the honorable members will get to learn more on the roles, on their roles as members of the county assemblies. And Madam Speaker, I'm one happy person because I'm seeing this an opportunity that will accord even us as a county assembly of Nandi to engage with our honorable senator. Madam Speaker, I think it can go even to record of this honorable house that since this new third assembly came to power, we have never had a platform or an engagement with our senator. despite the fact that even the seat for senator is here, I think he has not even gotten time to sit on this seat, Madam Speaker. And I believe when we get him in now in the legislative forum, we will be able to share some 1 or 2 notes, because even the forums, leadership forums that we have been attending in this county, our senator is always absent. Maybe, I don't know, with apology or without apology. I don't have any personal engagement with him, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, but you know the truth is the truth. There is no two fashions with the truth. So I want to encourage the honorable members that we'll attend this session. Let's take our time, we learn, so that we avoid mistakes. You know, Madam Speaker, being a ranking member in this honorable house, I normally listen to some whispers in the corridors. If you see a county assembly which donates part of its resources to the county executive, and before even a month elapses, they want a supplementary budget, Madam Speaker, you know there is a lapse somewhere. So it's a lapse in terms of legislative mandate. So I believe this legislative summit will accord members opportunity to know what is within their mandate, what their powers is, how they can capacity build, and this is one of the forums, Madam Speaker. So being guided by the Deputy Leader of Majority, I think it's in order to adjourn from Thursday, and I support Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Mosbey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity to contribute to this important motion of adjournment, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as rightly or as explained during the movement of the motion by the Deputy Majority Leader, we are purposely adjourning so that we can attend one of the very, very important events in devolution. Legislative Summit, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, is going to provide an opportunity where we are going to engage with various stakeholders. We are going to engage with the executive. We are going to engage even with the parliament, that is specifically the Senate, where, Madam Speaker, you know, the devolution has been frustrated, Madam Speaker. Even our body, the body where I sit, that is CAF, where I represent this house, Madam Speaker, has been frustrated. And it has been frustrated so that devolution fails. And I want to say this, Madam Speaker, that as we proceed, as said by Honorable Tarbey, it is important that we all go, so that we go and understand, or we go and get reminded of our roles. One of the challenges I've had at times in this house, Madam Speaker, is I've been unable to get the support, especially when it comes to the subscriptions, the annual subscriptions that these assemblies should submit to CAF. And the reason they usually give is almost valid, that whenever they give funds to CAF, they will be questioned, or the accounting officer of this assembly will be questioned on that the money has been paid or has been wired to a body that the devolution does not recognize, namely CAF. But we are saying this, Madam Speaker. CAF is here, and without CAF, and I'm happy with what is going on at the Senate to anchor CAF in the law, without which I don't know who else would have fought for the survival of the devolution. So, Madam Speaker, this number of days that you've granted us is indeed, that this motion will grant us is indeed timely, so that we can prepare. There are activities ongoing, Madam Speaker, as we speak now, related to Legislative Summit. And for those of us who shall travel early enough, we will get some responsibilities. We'll be able to get even forums to engage with various, what we call on the sidelines of this Legislative Summit, is going to provide us an opportunity to showcase what we have to show for devolution. It will be a chance also to highlight the challenges. Madam Speaker, last year, CAF was unable to hold the Legislative Summit because of the financial constraints. I urge us, from now going forward, the annual subscriptions, it's only 5 million, Madam Speaker. The annual subscriptions that should be submitted to CAF should be done so in time, and I'm happy to report maybe to the House that while engaging with our Speaker, there is total assurance that we are going to do our part this year, or this financial year, and we will be rightly, or rather we will rightly sit in the Legislative Summit. So, Madam Speaker, I urge the membership of this assembly to support this motion, because it is going to do us a lot. Devolution will not be the same after that Legislative Summit. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support. Thank you.
Honorable Isaiah.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also rise to support the motion. I wish to indicate, Honorable Speaker, however, that I think the county assemblies, or indeed a member of the county assembly, would have to consider this as a critical moment, because listening to some of our national leaders, right from the leader of majority in the National Assembly, the leader of minority, and others, I think they have nothing good, nothing positive to say about these institutions, and even including devolution itself. So we are at the crossroads, and we have to make a decision. We have to make a choice whether we will be taken seriously. And I think, Honorable Speaker, the only way for anybody to take us seriously is by conducting ourselves like a legislator. I think probably we have given the impression to others that we are indeed not serious at all. So when we have a conference like this, it is an opportunity, it is a soul-searching moment. It provides a moment for soul-searching for all of us. Just to imagine and ask ourselves whether indeed we have been living up to the expectations of our people and the expectations of the nation. So it seems as if, Honorable Speaker, we have given the other impression. I was particularly taken aback when I heard the leader of majority saying derisively, in a very derogatory manner, to one of the members that maybe you can go and spend your time in the Kajiado County Assembly, that this is the National Assembly. And I figured that probably it's high time. It's high time. And so if we really would like to pass ourselves as legislators, as bodies for oversight, as bodies for representation, then it falls on us, Honorable Speaker, to change whatever it is that is making others think that probably anybody who is called an MCA is supposed to be some sort of a fool or someone who really doesn't know what they are doing, or probably some necessary evil. And so it's as if they are just bearing with us. So when I heard my friend talking about probably our senator and saying that maybe this might afford us the opportunity to meet him, I was wondering whether he has looked at the program and seen that there is a certain session between the Nandi County Assembly or and that senator. So you know, honestly speaking, I wish to extol all of us and implore us that people will look at you and form their opinion. I don't know whether he has also formed an opinion that there is no county assembly in Nandi or something, but with those many remarks, I would like to request all of us that somehow we must make others see that we also matter, and that we also do something useful by doing it. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Any other member? Let me call for the mover to reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank honorable members for the overwhelming support in this motion, and I urge them that let us be there as urged by Honorable Maina and Honorable Musbei, so that we shall articulate issues concerning the affairs of this county assembly and the 47 county assemblies in Kenya. So thank you, and I wish honorable members safe travels. Let us meet there. Thank you.
Thank you, members. I now put the question that the County Assembly is to be in session in accordance with the County Assembly calendar approved in accordance with Standing Order 29.1 and 2. Further aware that Standing Order 28.1, the County Assembly may, by resolution, alter its sittings dates specified in respect of a particular session, whereas Standing Order 28.3 provides that the County Assembly shall continue to be in session and may adjourn for such number of days as may determine in its calendar, cognizant that the Legislative Summit in Kenya is designed to provide a platform for mutual and collaborative engagement between the Senate, county assemblies, and other stakeholders relevant to devolution, considering the said event that been scheduled to take place from 15th to 25th March 2025. Further, considering that members of county assemblies are principal participants alongside senators and other stakeholders involved in devolution, appreciating that the summit provides a platform for these members to engage in discussions, share experiences, and express challenges related to legislation, oversight, and representation within the devolved system of governance. This House resolves to adjourn its sitting from Thursday, 13th March 2025 and resume Thursday, 27th March 2025 for members to attend the said conference. As many of the same opinion say aye. Aye. And as many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now propose, having no other business, or next order, sorry.
Order number 9, adjournment.
Having no other business, this House stands adjourned till next sitting. Congrats.